Thanks for visiting Beever Golf. I hope you enjoyed your lesson, and what I want to do now is give you a short video recap of what you learned today. Thanks again and best of luck.
Hi Leigh, nice to see you last night. Leigh, just a quick recap on some of the movements we worked on. Firstly, if we look at your swing on the left, this is the first swing of the night. You'll see as you take the club away, all looks pretty good. All looks nice there, quite like that. Cuts through the right forearm, really good. Club as you move into the top looks good. Just be aware of this right foot. Okay, and if you look at your right toe, your weight seems to be moving quite considerably onto that. Top of the swing's pretty good. We worked on trying to squeeze that right elbow a little bit closer to your left, so we just wanted to get it a little bit tighter in there. Not very good arrows, but that makes sense to you. That would just tighten it up a little bit. But left arm's good, club face is great, love it. But definitely, if you look at your foot now as we start down, you'll see as we come down, can you see your heels lifting off the ground? Now that movement there, Leigh, is making you come just slightly too steep, because you know when you get to this frame here, I would like to see the club cutting through your right forearm. It doesn't matter how much you try and change that. If your weight is moving to your toe, the club is always going to move out in front of you. So the first part we worked on was trying to feel that as you got to the top of your swing, your weight was into that heel, and then as you started down, the weight stayed in that heel, and that just made the club just drop back on plane how you like to see it, how you want to shape the ball, sorry. And then from there, Leigh, we can see that as you was coming down, because you was what we call slightly over the top or slightly steep, you was having to cast the club, which we'll talk about in a minute. But you can see the club's working quite left and across it, so the club comes out for me a little bit too low, and unfortunately the club face still had loft on it, so you ended up hitting this very straight shot, but a recovered shot, which was a bit weak, and we wanted to get another 20 yards out of your shot. So all we worked on, well, like we said, was get the weight into the right heel. From there, they got the club back on plane, so you was back in your little power slot, as we call it. And then from there, then we started to work on trying to feel like we release the club more down the right-hand side while rotating the club face. And I gave you that drill, half a swing, just feel like you hit like bullet draws down the right and get it twisting over. And we eventually got you 18 yards more power, which was great, and got the club cutting out higher through the shoulder. So there, and we eventually got your club cutting out through there, which was really good. Just face on, Leigh, and this is a quick recap as well, is that we talked about, because you was coming over it, you was losing your lag coming down, and lag, you know what lag is between the relationship between the club and your wrists. So you can see at this frame here, you've actually got quite good angles, really strong and nice. Well, you know, and I know that we want to get that angle still, once we get down to your right leg, and your right hand is on your leg, we want to keep that angle as much as 90 degrees as possible. And you can see there, you do a really good job at this, but we know this is your practice swing. Okay, when you was actually hitting full shots, do you remember your club was actually down here somewhere? So these practice swings are perfect, much better. And all we did was the same thing, with just half swings, still feeling like we were starting the ball right and trying to draw it back, but we was trying to feel like we hit in front of it. So if this was the ball, if that was the ball, I wanted you to feel that you hit this part here in front of the ball. So just hitting through the ball got you that nice compression, little strike, and like I said, that we got 18 yards out of that. Any problems, Leigh, if you forget any of this, just pop in and see me and I'll talk to you about it. Thanks, Leigh. Bye-bye. Well, I hope that helps, and if you have any questions or you're finding a move particularly difficult, please contact me on the numbers on this page or via my email address, philbeaver@hotmail.co.uk. Many thanks.